On the night of March the 9th, 1945, the sky over Tokyo turned black with smoke and ash as hundreds of American bombers unleashed a devastating firestorm on the densely populated city. The raid, codenamed Operation Meetinghouse, was one of the most destructive attacks in history, killing more than 100,000 people and leaving 1 million homeless in a single night. Yet this horrific event is often overshadowed by the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki that followed a few months later. The firebombing of Tokyo was part of a strategic shift in the US air campaign against Japan in the final stages of World War II. The US had been conducting high-altitude precision bombing raids on military and industrial targets, but the results were disappointing. The Japanese air defences were formidable, the weather conditions were unfavourable, and the B-29 Superfortress bombers suffered from mechanical failures and strong jet stream winds that reduced their accuracy. Major General Curtis LeMay decided to change tactics. He adopted a British-style area bombing strategy that aimed to destroy large urban areas with incendiary bombs, hoping to demoralise the Japanese population and force them to surrender. LeMay chose Tokyo as his first target, knowing that it was the political, economic and cultural centre of Japan. He also knew that most of the buildings in Tokyo were made of wood and paper, making them highly vulnerable to fire. He planned to create a firestorm, a phenomenon in which a large fire generates strong winds that feeds its own flames and create a self-sustaining inferno. On March the 9th, 1945, LeMay sent 334 B-29s from bases in the Mariana Islands to attack Tokyo. The first wave of bombers arrived over the city around midnight and dropped napalm bombs to mark the target area. The following waves dropped more napalm and petroleum jelly cylinders, creating a sea of fire that engulfed 16 square miles of the city. The firestorm was so intense that it melted asphalt, metal and glass and created temperatures of up to 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. The smoke and ash rose up to 20,000 feet, creating what the Japanese later called the Night of the Black Snow. The raid was a military success for the US, but a humanitarian disaster for Japan. The official death toll was estimated at over 80,000. The number of injured and missing was staggering, as well as the number of people who lost their homes and belongings. The firebombing of Tokyo remains one of the most controversial episodes of World War II. Some historians argue that it was a necessary and justified measure to end the war quickly and to save lives on both sides. Others contend that it was a war crime that violated international law and morality. The Night of the Black Snow is a tragic reminder of the horrors of war and the human cost of violence.